Thursday, all hell broke loose. The pain medicines were off. I'm severely constipated. That's kicking in. The gas from that is coming in. The gas from the anesthesia is not being able to come out. You can't push because your stitches, it's all hurting now. I'm in pain, ready to drop to my knees. It was severely bad where I started crying. I had several surgeries, like I said, over and over again. Never had that much kind of pain before in my life.
Hello there, sir. So it's been a few days since we've last talked and you've last made a video. Since then, you've had a prostatectomy surgery and reconstruction of that area. So tell me, you see you're laying down here on the couch. How are you feeling?
The reason I'm laying down is because I have a roller coaster day of pains and stuff I'm going through. So this is day 4 being home from the surgery. It was first just coming home was making adjustments because now you're coming home with I have a catheter connected to my knee here to my penis, and under my penis I have a washcloth to keep it in one angle to keep it stationary with some gauze and stuff. KY jelly on the tip of that. So that was kind of hard because you're looking at that and you have a lot of blood in your urine. So, but I was the main thing is it was I'll say it was pain because I had a lot of gas. They told me the surgery was 3 hours and I had a lot of gas pumped into my stomach area, and I have 6 incisions. I mean, I could share my stomach's still swollen. I'm fat and plus the swelling. So, and this main incision is somewhere around here, and that hurt a lot. It hurt when I came home. The gas pain was unbearable. They said I will probably be constipated, which I truly was constipated. I had my last bowel movement was that Monday before the surgery. I didn't have one until Friday, and I took everything the doctors could suggest. It was very hard, to say the least.
And the reason why, just real quick, they pumped you with so much air is because you wanted to, I think it's important for people to know, as you can see for your incisions, your surgery was robotic and laparoscopic.
Laparoscopic, yes, robotic. And it was easy and it was more direct. When they did go inside, they said I had an inflamed prostate. They didn't see any cancer in any other areas. They still got to come back for other testing and come back and see. But they said it was a successful surgery.
And the reconstruction was successful.
The reconstruction was successful. And I was very happy with that result. And they gave me the option. People was like, how long are you going to stay? They asked me that I want to stay. And I said, no, I wanted to come home that day because when you're in the hospital, if people haven't had surgery, I had several, that you get no rest. They check your blood pressure over and over again. They check your temperature over and over again. They check your oxygen over and over again. There are people screaming and yelling, and then you get in New York, proud to get a roommate and stuff. So I opted to come home, which I still think was the best situation for me. Despite even having the constipation and stuff like that, it worked out. So I'm gonna go down my days. First day I came was Tuesday night, swollen, still in anesthesia. Kind of went to bed. Didn't have to take any Percocets, anything like that. Oxycodone. The next day was Wednesday. Yeah, I was feeling a little pain. I took Tylenol, I think. It was okay day, but I did take Tylenol to offset any kind of pain, but still couldn't move my bowels. They checked on you to call you back and stuff like that. And, you're emptying out your urine. You have to set your clock now because your urine bag at night, you don't want to overflow. So you're not sleeping a steady night anyway. Thursday, all hell broke loose. The pain medicines were off. I'm severely constipated. That's kicking in. The gas from that is coming in. The gas from the anesthesia is not being able to come out. You can't push because your stitches, it's all hurting now. I'm in pain, ready to drop to my knees. It was severely bad where I started crying. I had several surgeries, like I said, always will again. Never had that kind of pain before in my life. I was crying. I wanted to cry for my mother, and people know that my mother passed. It was that I turned to a little boy, and I could take a lot of stuff, but there I could not take it all. That different kind of pain where I had to submit to the Percocets and to try to get to bed. And a friend suggested to get ginger ale to make because I don't really drink carbonated sodas, and that to get the gas bubbles to start. The gas is gonna go somewhere else. It's gonna come from the bottom, it's gonna come from the top. It started to come from everywhere. That was the best thing ever happened, and I finally went. And that was dramatic, to say the least. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. It hurt my rectum so bad that I had to get preparation H. And my lovely lady had to, and I'll tell you some guys, sometimes you guys admit you do say you bitchy, whatever, man, that's a different kind of pain. I had to grease it up back there, to be honest with you. Take to get the wipes, everything you could think of. Because now I have pain in my stomach, pain in my rectum, and this pain in my whole digestive system areas. And also my penis, because now that it was trying to push, I had blood coming from the tube. The catheter. Yeah, sorry, from the catheter. And it was a hot mess. And it put me down. I went to sleep, tried to go to bed the best I can. Came back now, my bowel is just going over because now I'm back and forth into the bathroom. I'm trying to hold this because you gotta make sure you don't push the catheter out at the same time. Blood is, it was a little bad. It was not a little bad, it was a lot bad. I was better Friday, and then family came to see me. I got to see my nephew, brought my grandnephew and niece, and that was fun to see with the kids. But I was tired, and pain came back again. I had to check out from them, but I enjoyed them thoroughly. I say thank you to my nephew for bringing them over. I love those kids, and and then it woke me up in the middle. I get up early in the morning. I didn't want to wake anybody up, and I had a situation. Now I have 2 bathrooms. I went to my basement bathroom by myself, and then I had a situation. It's hard. You can't bend over half the time, and I dropped something, and I just come put my underwear, and it took me probably 20 minutes to get dressed, to pull my clothes back up, and I didn't even call for nobody. I just didn't really want to wake everybody up, but I should have, and that was messed up. So then today's Saturday, I had more pains again, bathroom situations again. That's the hardest part, y'all. It's that bathroom. The gas you have is so smelly. Man, I'm knocking them down, killing running people out the house. And then at the same time, I have to because it relieves the pain. It's unbearable. But hopefully, I have a good week coming up. Now I gotta get set for Friday. My next big day when they pull this catheter out, and I have to get ready for that because then they say I'm gonna have something called bladder spasms. They give me medication for that, and I don't want to experience that. Now I have to wear my Depends, but yeah, I still can't drive for 3 weeks. Can't lift anything over a gallon for 4 weeks.
6 weeks.
6 weeks? Yeah, they did say 6 weeks straight. 6 weeks. So I'm in a little situation here. So I'm not used to being down like this. Everybody knows me. I like to go out there and get it and take care of stuff for myself. But I guess it's just the universe saying, sit your ass down, relax, and learn yourself a little bit more. But before I get off of this, I tell everybody, you better have a support system. I can't stress it to men enough. Give yourself a support system. I know some of you guys are going to be single. That's cool. But you got to have that one person, even as a homeboy, that's going to take care of you when you're down out. And too many people want to put stuff on your butt hole. And ain't too many people want to wipe you and stuff like that. So you got to get cool with some people, man, or whatever, and just, unless you going to stay, I advise you to stay your ass in the hospital then. Don't come home if you ain't got no system, man. So.
How would you say, speaking of that, about how have you been feeling being so vulnerable, with your body? You always tell me, oh, I'm strong, I can do anything.
This is humble. I never woke up until now, maybe COVID, only time ever in my life I ever felt like I can't beat any man in the room. let's be honest, I'm a strong dude that can take a lot of pain, take probably most guys' punches, and this was humbling, to say the least. But it just more makes you know that you're just a human, and you need people. You need to understand and who really loves you. That's one thing you gotta understand how, and you really gotta reflect on yourself and like thank God or thank yourself that you poured into people and they could take care of you. I don't know what I would do with my family and friends. I mean, the phone calls, the text messages. I mean, my two sisters, and then my biological sisters sent me flowers. Joy and Lisa sent me flowers today. And I'm a man. I'm getting flowers. First thing I got this morning was some flowers. I was like, wow, that was for the post office, for Amazon. I had some flowers waiting for me, and that was beautiful. So, you know, those things, and people saying they'll come over, check on me, always saying they'll run errands for me. It's beautiful, you know. And I tell people, you gotta pour into people, man. If you don't pour into people, man, that shit, the world is around. That energy gonna come back at you. So, yeah.
And how do you feel being, at first, before the surgery, they're like, oh, the recovery is like 4 to 6 weeks at the least, and really like 8 weeks. And to be honest, you were kind of like, oh, I'll be fine. Oh, yeah. I don't need that much time. Now, how do you feel?
Oh, man, I think I'm going to have to take those 8 weeks for real, because your body, plus, I'm thinking of my age before I was bounced back, but now I'll be 52 in 3 months, less than 3 months now, and my body's just not reacting like I thought it would be. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm walking slow. I went the steps just to try to leave some more air. I'm taking one step at a time. I just gotta listen to the doctors, man, and it's just like they know best, and they've seen it probably 1,000 times surgeries they probably had. I don't even know how many he had probably that day, and I have to listen to it. My body's telling me now to relax and chill. I'm going to relax and chill and rehab and heal so I can be my better self. I don't want to rush back to anything that's not going to help me out. That's my job, but I got a life and I got people that care for me, so I got to be here for them. So I'm gonna listen this time. I'm not going to rush back, you know, and get into anything. I can't even carry my laptop with me. For me, they tell me I can't even carry that. They basically saying that. So, and I carry. Everybody knows, man, I take my laptop everywhere with me. So it's over for that.
So it's been a kind of a long interview. So we'll kind of stop here and then we'll pick up tomorrow. But any thing else you want to say before you go to bed? Just reflecting on this journey from start to finish. You know, you started this kind of vlog. You know, a couple weeks ago with getting ready, going to the sperm bank, getting ready for surgery, going through this kind of cancer journey. Now that you're on the, you know, another side of it, is there anything you want to say before we get off the...
I mean, just understanding, finding out, and like I keep saying, get checked. Because I want to see more brothers could journal and have a story to tell instead of being last minute and then you're always going to wish you had more time with your family, your kids, your life. And like that doctor, that last specialist I saw, and I think I said with the 4, and he said you're going to have 10 years of 30. I want my 30 so bad. It's just like, even when I'm sitting in the operating room and I'm thinking like, gosh, I can't believe I'm not going to have my prostate in a matter of a few hours from now. At the same time, like, gosh, I will be here to have so many more stories. Like those moments I had with my grandnephew niece. We sat in, played, what's the thing? Karaoke. We did the karaoke. And I mean, I can participate and sing. See, I barely got my breath right now, but just to see that, it's like those memories and record that. I want more nights like that, man. I want tons of nights like that. I want my boys to come and crack jokes on me and stuff like that, and I'll crack jokes on them, and we go to sporting events and walks in the park and stuff like that. So it's worth it right now. what I sacrifice doesn't account to how much I'm gaining. So.
Right.
Once again, to y'all, peace. I love y'all. Go to the doctor, get checked.